Hi, Internet. Let's play the New York Times crossword for February 22nd. This is a Thursday puzzle created by Dan Schoenholtz and edited by Will Shorts. Let's dive in. Hot topping for a cone. I'm not sure. Practical joke. Could be a couple things. Tricky billiard shot. Don't know. 14 across, way off. Ensconced in 16 across, Asian dog breed. Not getting much here. Ensign with a star. Don't know. 19 across, rich sources of beta carotene. Carrots? No, doesn't fit. 20 across, joint. 21 across, one of millions in New Zealand. Sheep, you, maybe. 23 across, migration pattern. Don't know. 24 across, lose one's shirt, say, and another clue with an asterisk, emirate. I don't know any of those clues. Let's take a look at the downs. 1 down, scores. 2 down, underway, at sea, possibly. 3 down, steamy stuff. I don't know. Most grown coffee bean in the world, Arabica, pops into mind. It fits, so let's leave that there and see what else we can do. Copacetic, don't know. Bon ami, bon, could be a couple other things. 7 down, exemplar of neatness, as neat as a pin is a phrase. 8 down, barely defeated, nosed. 9 down, launches an attack, don't know. Going by, in brief, not sure about that. Chevy truck since 1998, don't know. Staple of Trinidadian music, is it the steel drum or something like that? And plein air prop, plein air means outside. I don't know what that is. Oh, plein air means full of air. I don't know. Hot topping for a cone, 1 across is lava, the cone of a volcano. 14 across, way off, the way off of something. Ensign, joint, and lose one's shirt. I don't know. Practical joke, doesn't look right. A jape, is there something ape? Something ape. 8 down could be edged for barely defeated. Then 15 across, ensconced in amid. Ensign. Bon ami, yeah, good friend in French. Copacetic, fine, okay. Joint. Lose one's shirt. A tricky billiard shot. A carom would be a tricky shot, maybe. Asian dog breed. Beta carotene. Maybe this is ewe. I know there are lots of sheep in New Zealand, so some of them are female, and they would be ewes. Okay. Migration pattern. Geese fly in a V when they're migrating, maybe? And 25 across, emirate. It's 28 across, coup planners. And ensiform, shaped like an ensign. I don't know. 10 down, going by, in brief. Chevy truck, a Chevy, not clicking. So it still could be steel drum. What do they call those things? I think that's what they're called. The musical instrument they play in a lot of Caribbean music. Plein air prop. Let's take carom out. I thought this might be like those wavy things that outside car dealerships, the giant, these things. They are full of air, so plein air would fit with the literal words of the French phrase. I don't know. A bank, tricky billiard shot, Asian dog breed, rich sources of beta carotene. If that were an S, I don't think that helps. Emirate, okay. 31 across, Blank Valley, Napa Valley maybe? 34 across, singer Williams, who founded the Temptations. I don't know. Split Up, don't know. 38 across, Pre-Med, Pre-Rec, could be a couple things. Arbiter, that's a word for referee. I'm going to put that in since I don't have a lot going on here. Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, I guess that's a duo. They are a duo of film and history. Came to Pass, don't know. Bibliographers, abbreviation, could be IBID. That's something you see in a bibliography a lot. Ceremony, the ceremony, the pomp and ceremony, okay. 46 across, they're typically older than seniors. I don't know that. One in it for the long haul, a trucker. Depot and put on a big smile. I don't know that. All right, 31 down. With 50 down, annual June sports event. Is that when the NBA finals are, maybe? NBA final. 32 down, it's never out of tune. Don't know. Anathema to an aesthete. Something ugly? 29 down, stole from a burlesque act. Is that stole like an article of clothing? Could be a boa. What's 25 down? Non-reflective in a way. Can't think what that would be. 26 down, not too much. Cut down. 40 down, puckish sort. I don't know, an imp. Launches an attack. It's probably going to end in S then. 27 down, first part of a triple jump. Chevy truck, is it Laredo, something like that? An air prop. What's 37 down? Surpass, top. So 36, split up. Apart is an adjective, okay. Silverado, that is a truck, isn't it? First part of a triple jump. A hop. Shaped like a sword. Could that be ensiform? If this were W, that doesn't... Unless this is wrong. I'm going to take out referee. Because I think there are other things that would fit better. If this war, something war, sword, launches an attack, makes war. Tricky billiard shot. I've seen this in a puzzle before. It's something that I don't know how it's pronounced or what it is. This could be mess or some other vowel, but I think that's what it is. Akita is a dog breed. Rich sources of beta-carotene, I guess, are kales, which gives us 10 down, going by, aka going by a name here, aka also known as Silverado is the Chevy truck. And migration, plein air prop, an easel. If you're painting en plein air outside, you might need an easel to hold up your canvas as you paint. So emirate, still not sure what's going on with the asterisk clues. Time was something. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone and come back to it. We've gone through the whole puzzle, right? So, ensign can be a kind of flag or a naval rank. Way off. Joint. Lose one's shirt. Coup planners are a cabal might plan a coup. 29 down, stole. Okay, this is boa, I think. A stole, an article of clothing. The little feather boa is also called a stole, I think. Non-reflective. Matte. Otis Williams rings a bell. Is this Mid-East or Midas? Not too much. A little. This looks like mad as hell. Emirate? Hop might be the first part of a triple jump, maybe? I'm just not seeing what the asterisk is meaning. Arbiter. Cut down. Puckish sort, if this were imp. Does that give us anything? One in it for the long haul. Maybe lifer. Could elf be a puckish sort, maybe? Was Puck an elf, I think? A lifer. Cut down. Et al. Yes, that is another abbreviation you would see in a bibliography. Okay. So cut down. Slain. Depot. I don't know. 38 across. Maybe this is biology. That might be a prereq you'd have to take before you get into med school. 42 across. Came to pass. It happened. I don't know. They're typically older than seniors. Teachers, TAs, grad students. I don't know. Depot. What's 56 across? Something Formosa, a barrier island system of Portugal. I want to say Ilha, but I think Portuguese for isle would be ILHA. Discombobulated, like me doing this this puzzle. I don't know what's going on. Meant to be. Fated. NBA, maybe NBA is wrong. Long hauls. I just don't know. 45 down. Implied right in the First and Fourth Amendments. Privacy. I know particularly the Fourth Amendment relates to privacy. I guess that's implied in the First as well. If, then, else. Is that a programming construct? Maybe. Put on a big smile. Lit up. Yeah. Issuance from an American embassy, in brief. A U.S. visa, possibly. Church offering is tithe. Apply to. Use. Well, I'm not sure. What is 55 down? 2024 Olympic site. The Olympics are going to be in Paris this summer. Something eater. Actor blank Wu Shik of Parasite. Have no idea. Hankerings, yens. Apply to. Use on. If you use some kind of medicine on something, you're applying it to that part of the body, I guess. 58 down, focus of the USAF's Project Blue Book. That was the U.S. Air Force's study of UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Begin. Is this some kind of gin? Beef eater is a kind of gin. Is it like a B-E gin? A gin that begins with B-E? I can see this is getting a little tricky. And so, ergo, maybe. 68 across, doesn't stay tight. Sags. Things one might pick up while entering a room. You might pick up vibes when entering a room. Time to remember, an era. And egg white. Doesn't say time. Okay, beef eater. That is a gin that begins with B-E. Is that what it is? Mad as hell. I am irate. I'm irate. I'm mad as hell. This is not clicking. R, biter. Is something that begins with R and is a biter. D, po. D, pot. Is there a pot that begins with a D? Oh, I just don't know. I don't know. Way off. Let's look at these again. N sign. N, an N sign. No something. I like lava. An N sign. If this were an N. Scores. Lands. If this were an O. Underway. Steamy stuff. Vapor is steamy. No parking. Copacetic. Isn't that like it's okay, it's fine? Joint. Kelly of Morning Talk. Kelly Ripa. I haven't looked at that clue yet. How did I miss that? Joint. Two bit. A two. Strip. You could take off your shirt, but you'd be stripping. Okay. Scores. Lands. If you score a big deal, you land a big deal. Double, is that joint? Oh no, it's a doobie. A joint is a doobie. Okay, New York Times. Way off, afar, and underway, afoot. There is. Well, if you've seen The Gentleman, you know what is afoot here in this puzzle as I'm trying to solve it. Copacetic. Everything's Jake? Holy cow. Yeah, I know there's some word like, yeah, jackanapes, japes, that was in my mind, couldn't quite think of it. I've heard people say everything's Jake. I don't think I've heard it in any modern setting, maybe in movies made before 1940 or something like that. So mad as hell. I just need to figure out how that fits. M. It's a phrase that begins with the letter and M and means irate. M, irate, is mad as hell. An N, sign, could be no parking. An R, biter, is a rat. A rat? Is it a terrier? I just don't know. B, gin, is beef eater. But if this is going to be D, then it's not NBA final. It's, what happens in June? C31 down. Annual June sports event. Well, if this begins D, pot, Dutch oven, maybe this is slain, and it is rattler. A rattlesnake is an R. Biter, if you get bitten by a rattlesnake. Okay. Dutch oven, I like that. NBA draft. Does that happen in June? I don't know. Could be. Came to pass. Something Formosa. Maybe it's the red Formosa. Is that like the beautiful net? I think that might mean in Portuguese. I'm using my knowledge of Spanish for that. Portuguese is usually close enough that I can guess at meanings for single words or phrases. Discombobulated. This could be at sea. Meant to be, fated. Okay, that is what I kind of wanted it to be. Long hauls, treks. It's never out of tune. Air something. Anathema to an aesthete. Okay, this is not right. An air guitar is never out of tune. Always sounds fabulous when I play air guitar. Somehow it doesn't translate to a real guitar. A something. Treks. Poor taste is anathema to an aesthete. So Ria Formosa. Okay, I don't know what Ria means. Maybe it's, I don't know. They're typically older than seniors, grads. And 43 down, sack fly, a sacrifice fly when you hit a fly ball, knowing you will be out, but you're advancing a runner. So it is a sack fly. Came to pass, arose, red heads. Some people are dying to be redheads or dyeing their hair red. Okay. Big star in Spain. And figure in 1 Samuel, Eli is the figure in 1 Samuel. Oh, and we're done. 23 minutes. Wow, that felt like an hour. Boy, that was tough. That felt much longer. Yeah, so no revealer. We had to just kind of figure out what was going on. I think beef eater was the clue that I had. So I had eater already filled in. And I know beef eater is a kind of gin. So I think that gave me the first inkling of what was happening here in the themed clues, which were N sign, no parking, a sign that begins with N, a phrase beginning with M that means irate, mad as hell, a word for biter that begins with R, and R, biter, is a rattler, a pot beginning with D, depot, is Dutch oven, and beef eater for gin beginning with B. Other than that, there were a lot of difficult words. Jape. I mean, how often have you used the word jape in the last year? Or how often have you said, yeah, everything's Jake? You get me, see? It's Jake. Doobie. I mean, I've talked about that often enough. I just don't expect references to drugs or sex or porn or curse words like hell. I just in my mind, the New York Times doesn't use that kind of language, but apparently they do. That's fine. I'm not judging. I just find it a little difficult to adjust, but that's my problem, not theirs. Makes war. Silverado suddenly gave me a lot of trouble for some reason, which shouldn't have been that hard. And steel drum. Is there another word for that? That's like a marimba. No, marimba has pipes. I don't know. I guess that's what it is. Anyway, that was an entertaining puzzle. I felt very challenged by that, and I'm kind of surprised I finished it with no hints. I'm surprised I did it in 23 minutes. It felt much, much longer than that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.